disgusting!
Alright, so what's going on guys, Dorix here and welcome back to a brand new Cold War video. Now in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Fara 83 weapon, and I'm going to be showing you guys the best class setup for using in multiplayer, so let's get right into this. So the first way I have used this class is actually with an optic, so one of the reflexes, and then also without one, so with the actual iron sights. Now personally, I've actually gotten used to the way the iron sights works and the way it actually plays, and I'm actually used to that now, so that means I get an extra attachment. So I will go over which version obviously you guys want to use, and I'll show both versions, one with an optic and one without one, so that way you guys can get a gauge of which one you prefer. And then if you get used to the one with the iron sights, then fair play, you've got an extra attachment, well done, that'll be much better to use. But it's really up to personal preference which one you prefer. So I have moved my face cam over so you guys can actually see what the class setup is, but I recently have started using launchers. Now the reason for this is there are so many different kill streaks that people use whilst in game, and it gets really irritating and annoying. So I've started running that. I used to actually run the Horror 77. I used to use this shotgun, but I never really used it, to be completely honest. Whenever I'm playing I just use the Fara. So I've started using a launcher just in case there's any kill streaks I want to take down. But the actual class itself, before we get into the attachments, is I use a stim shot and I use a semtex. I use the stim shot basically just to, obviously, to recover health fast. I really like the stim shot. It's basically the only tactical I use. It's really good. I 100% recommend it. And I also use the semtex just because it's a good lethal weapon if you want to chuck a grenade at someone. And the field upgrade is more up to personal preference. I like the jammer quite a lot. It's really good if you're kind of not really camping, but if you're staying in one area and you're trying to, like, for example, if you're playing domination or hardpoint, it is really good for those game modes if you're staying in one area and that you're wanting to obviously make sure that that area that you're in is jammed, and obviously UAVs and the minimap will not work for the enemy team. Really good. Another great one is the field mic and the trophy system. Those are two other ones I would 100% recommend to use. The trophy system being great for those game modes as well, domination, hardpoint, that kind of thing, to stop any lethal weapons or stun grenades, that kind of thing, lethal grenades from actually attacking you. And the field mic, if you use a headset, will be really good because you can actually hear enemy footsteps better. So yeah. Now for the perks, I use tactical mask and flak jacket. I used to run paranoia and the tactical mask, but I've recently found that paranoia really isn't that good. It's the fact you die so fast in this game. I think flak jacket's really useful for enemy explosives. Obviously if someone chucks a grenade at you, you're going to take less damage, which I think is really good. And then tactical mask for the stuns and the flashbangs, and the fact you're immune to gas, that's really good as well. Now for perk 2, I use scavenger and tracker. I use tracker so you can see the enemy footsteps, and obviously scavenger so you can pick up ammo. So pretty straightforward. I think those two are probably the best two perks in here. You can use gearhead. I have heard people using that and it's been quite good. I personally am not really a fan of it, and that's really up to personal preference. But for the perk 3, I use ninja and I use spycraft. Now a lot of people will actually use ghost instead. I used to use ghost, but I've actually found that spycraft is really good for actually hacking enemy equipment. But it's also even better because a lot of people run counter spy planes and jammers, and it's really good when people do call in counter spy planes and you've got a UAV up or you've got a harp up and then someone in the enemy team calls that in. It is great for using, and it also does not trigger proximity mines, so that's also really good. A lot of people run those, so I actually really enjoy these two perks for perk 3. And obviously for the wild card we do have perk read, so we can get those extra perks. Now moving on to the attachments, if you guys were using an optic, I would recommend the Microflex LED. It's like the classic red dot reflex that we've seen in other Call of Duties. It's probably the one I would recommend if you're using it for ARs and that, or SMGs. 100% the one I would recommend. So if you do want to actually run an optic, that's the one I would say to use. Obviously it's more up to personal preference. Quick dot LED is also decent, so it's really just finding out which one you prefer. Yeah, so that's what I would recommend. But if you're not going to be using that, and you're not going to be using a a reflex, or an optic I should say, then you will get an extra attachment, which will be the last one, which we'll get onto. So starting off with the muzzle, I am using the KGB Eliminator. I'm using this mainly for the vertical recoil, because the recoil on this gun is really high. You do get a lot of recoil when you're actually shooting, so I 100% would recommend that one. And it doesn't really take down that much. Shooting move speed 10% and horizontal recoil 10%. It's a great attachment for the vertical recoil. I think it's definitely worth it for those downsides. Now for the barrel, I personally would say the 18.1 takedown is definitely the best one in my opinion, because you do get the effective damage range 150%, and the con is really low, so I think that's a really good barrel to have. You could alternatively use the Spetsnaz RPK barrel, but obviously it gives you 3% extra damage, but it does not give you as much effective damage range, but it does give you 50% bullet velocity, which is good. But the downsides are you get a lot more recoil and you lose some of your starting ammo. So I personally would not actually use this. If I was personally, you know, choosing for the barrels, I would not choose this. But it's really up to personal preference. If you guys want that extra damage and bullet velocity, then too right, definitely use this. But for me, I would definitely say the best one is definitely the takedown. Now, we do not have anything on the body. I don't really see the point in using these, especially for an AR. It's just not really something I think is viable. But we do have a grip. I have been using the Spetsnaz grip. It gives you 6% vertical recoil control and 20% horizontal. So again, we want to get that vertical recoil down as much as possible for this gun, because there is quite a lot of recoil on it. So I would definitely say you want to get that down as much as possible, and that's definitely the best one to go for your grip. The magazine, I personally was using the this one, the Spetsnaz 50 round, but once I actually unlocked this one, I put it straight on, because obviously you do get slightly less aim down sight time, but you get way more ammo capacity, you get way faster reload quickness, you get more starting ammo, and you get more ammo capacity. So it's really good, I think, just for having the con of 25% aim down sight time. I think that's a really good attachment to have for your magazine. Now moving on to the last one, if you guys did put an optic on, then this is the one I would probably recommend to take off. Obviously, if you have an optic on, you will lose one attachment. So if you are using an optic, this is the one I would say to take off, just in my opinion. But that is definitely the best one, I think, to take off if you are using an optic. But for the handle, we are using the GRU elastic wrap. So what this one actually does is gives you 30% aim down sight time and plus 30 flinch resistant, and you can also drop shot. So I really like this because obviously with this magazine it takes down your aim down sight time. With this handle we get it straight back up to what it was before, so it is, and even slightly more. So it is definitely the best handle to have, I would say, definitely. And yeah, that is probably the best class that you guys can make for the Fara. I'm gonna hop into a game, showcase it for you guys. Hopefully we can try do good, but I will definitely show you guys what this is like in game. So let's go right into it. And I really hope you guys are enjoying the Call of Duty Cold War videos. This is the game I will be uploading mainly now. I made a video about why I will not be uploading PvZ anymore. So if you guys have been staying up to date to the channel, you guys will know that. And hopefully we do have some new fans here. Hopefully we've got some new Call of Duty players and fans that are joining the channel. And if you are new around here, please make sure you do click the subscribe button, because over 90% of you guys that watch my videos are not subscribed. So we could be at way more subs if you guys did do that. So I would massively appreciate any extra subscribers. We're really close to getting to 3k, so that would mean a lot. And if you guys are enjoying this class setup video, please leave a like. I'm definitely going to be making more class setup videos so you guys do get the best classes for each gun. I will be covering the other new gun, the SMG that came out. Once I unlock it, the LC10 I think it's called, I will definitely be covering that once I've got it unlocked and maxed out for you guys as well. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Anyways, let's get straight in game. And I've just picked the wrong gun. It's got a guy here, and we had someone camping in the corner. That's unfortunate. Double kill. There's another guy there, I think. Oh, he got us. He's using the same gun as us as well. Now, I will say, I do quite like this gun. I think it is pretty decent once you get the attachments for it. And oh my god, we just got destroyed. Cheeky kill, there we go. Let's get back on track. It's probably not the best map for this gun, I would say. I feel like this kind of map's best for sniping, so this is probably not the best map to showcase this gun, but we're going to stay in the lobby anyways, so we are not a rage quitter. Oh man. My first game on today as well, so I'm not going to be doing the best. There's a guy there. Oh shoot, we are not doing the greatest right now. Hopefully we can pick this back up. Okay, we at least got one kill. Get cheeky jammer down. Oh, they've got 2 SAM turrets there. We should really try and hack them. Haha, got that guy. Right, I'm hacking these. At least we got one, Ah, someone destroyed it. Oh my god, I did not expect that guy being there. Oh well, that is the end of that game. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Be sure to join my Discord server. Link is always in the description. And click the join button if you want to support the channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.